And next up, out on Akaroa Harbour is a unique opportunity, and that's swimming with Hector's dolphins. Now, they're one of the rarest dolphins around, and they're really little as well. They're probably only about that big, but they are amazing to hang around with. Hector's dolphins are only found around New Zealand, and with a population of a little over 7,000, they are the rarest ocean-living dolphins in the world. These little dolphins mostly live around South Island coastlines, and one of the best places to see them is around Banks Peninsula in Akaroa Harbour. And the best way to see Hector's dolphin is to get on a boat and head about 20 minutes up the harbour. In fact, Akaroa Harbour is the crater of an extinct volcano and is home to a whole host of wildlife, including penguins, fur seals and many seabirds, not to mention the Hector's dolphin.
The Hector's dolphin is very, very rare. There's only somewhere between 7,000 and 7,500 of them. We're very lucky here around the Banks Peninsula because we do in fact have the densest population of them right here in this area. So our chances of finding some are pretty good, and that's exciting. Most exciting of all, though, is that you get to spend the next 2 hours with myself and Danielle.
So how do you actually know where to find the dolphins?
Oh yeah, we never exactly know where they're going to be. It's just a case of going out and having a good look.
And what do you think our chances are today?
Pretty good. Pretty good, yeah. Conditions out here are good, so yeah, we'll go and have a look.
Great.
The reflection at the moment.
Tour guides Hamish and Danielle steer our tour party out of the harbour to the Akaroa heads.
Well, here we are in the Pacific Ocean, the world's largest ocean, looking for the world's smallest dolphin.
So they've just cruised straight over and into the front of the boat here and sort of attempting to ride a bit of a bow wave that we're making. They're really cool little guys. So it's likely to be a wee bit brisk in there. So I've got my hood on to keep me nice and toasty and trying to avoid leaks down my back, and then I'm going to get my gloves on and my mask and I'll be getting on in there. It is a little brisk.
Toughen up. Try making a bit of funny noises. Do some blowing bubbles or something. Make some noise. Try not to splash too much.
Hector's dolphins are very social. They travel in groups of 3 to 12 and they spend a lot of time playing together, using sticks and seaweed as toys. They love to investigate human goings-on and often swim beside boats and kayaks.
To your left, mate. He's right beside you. Right in the middle of you guys. He's right there. Coming towards you, Jeremy. He's right in front of you, mate. See him? Brilliant. There's another one. We got 2 here, guys. Yep.
Well, you have to say, I feel very compasses in the water next to these guys. They're just so, obviously at home, as opposed to me.
Hey! There he is, right beside you, Jeremy.
Hector's dolphins are actually the smallest living ocean dolphin in the world. The females are slightly larger than the males, but they never get more than about 1.5 metres long, which is pretty tiny. Hector's dolphins feed on squid, fish, crabs and other sea animals. They use echolocation to find their food, kind of like an ultrasound machine. They send out clicking noises, and when the noises hit an object, the sound bounces back and the dolphins can tell where it is and what it is.
Still there, right in front of you.
They are very slow to reproduce. They only reproduce when they're about 7 years old, which is quite late in their lifespan because they only live about 15 years. They'll only have 4 or 5 pups in their whole life, which is not very many, so the population takes a while to replace. So it's pretty neat to be able to see even 2 of them out here because they are a very rare species. That was awesome. They were right up close. I mean, you could literally touch them, although you're not supposed to, so it's very hard to keep your hands to yourself though. But yeah, it's magic just watching them come out of the gloom like that, and they're right in front of you, and then they cruise away again. After 45 minutes in the water, we're starting to really feel the cold. Time to get back on the boat and warm up. What a fantastic experience. They're such neat little animals. And the other thing is they're so rare, so it's really unusual to be able to get that close to such a rare animal. Absolutely fantastic. If you ever get a chance to do it, you really got to. It's awesome. Unfortunately, Hector's dolphins do face threats out in the ocean. The big one being set nets that they can drown in, and another one is plastic bags, the common old supermarket plastic bag, and they can think they're food and it can kill them. So something you can do for conservation effort is make sure you pick them up if you see them on the beach or in the water, and take them home and dispose of them properly. Hector's dolphin conservation started in 1988 when all the water surrounding Banks Peninsula were declared a marine reserve with restriction and bans on set net fishing. Recent research has shown that thanks to these measures, populations of the Hector's dolphin are on a slow rise. If this positive trend continues, our children's children will be able to swim with these uniquely New Zealand sea friends.